Hey guys, good morning. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Bekah. If you're new here, I'm a full-time stay-at-home mom and a homeschooling mom. It is early. It is like 8 o'clock. Grab some coffee. I am going to be doing a 2026 mid-year homeschool haul. If you're starting homeschool, there are so many ways to start on a massive budget. I think year 4 going into this. Yeah, we're going into year 4. I have a 7 and 5-year-old, so we're between K and 3rd grade. So if you have anywhere to start, like if you have younger ones, Dollar Tree is a great place. Walmart, Target during like the back to school season, you can find things so inexpensive. Like a fun homeschool haul. I just did a kind of like a re-up mid-year on our curriculum. So if you missed that video, I'll link it down below. I went through like all of the curriculum picks. I love to supplement all of the like core curriculum, unit studies, anything like that. I'll leave it down in the link below. I'm going to be sticking with our core curriculum, which is the good and the beautiful. It's open and go. It's easy for me. Lesson planning is not my strength, so I like to supplement a lot, and you'll see that in the other video. But a lot of these are just fun ways to learn and get my kids like hands-on. It's going to be springtime. We have a lot of KiwiCo kits, but you can purchase KiwiCo on Amazon. You don't have to like do the whole subscription. So a lot of these are things that we're going to use along with our unit studies. Anyways, I'm just going to dive right in. My kids love to play games. You guys, this coffee is so good. If you drink coffee, give this video a like so that I know you're hanging out here with me. My kids love to play games. Their newest favorite thing is chess and checkers, and so we are just leaning into the game thing. And we have never played Scrabble before, so I thought we would start with Scrabble Junior. It's really cute. I don't need to say much about Scrabble. I'm just gonna go through these rather quickly. We've had this one for a while. I just thought this was cool, and some of these things are, well, actually I think most of this is off Amazon, so I'll leave it all linked down below if you're interested. But this is by far one of my favorite things we've purchased. It is a checkers and chess board, and then it's also tic-tac-toe. And if you are a homeschool mom or just a mom in general, you're constantly looking for space. Space is saving things. So the fact that this comes like 3-in-1, my kids literally use this all day long. And of course it comes with all of the pieces. I am a huge proponent of putting things in like these little space saving bags. I'll have these linked down below as well. We recycle these for all of our games, math manipulatives. Like I'm looking around, all of our school stuff is in here. So I take everything out of the boxes. I don't know, are you that way? Let me know, because I'm not a box. There's a particular brand on Amazon. We had one puzzle for like 4 years, and it's called Kugam. I'm not sure. I'll leave it linked down below. But they make these critical thinking puzzles. I'm pretty sure you've seen them like this. It looks like this, but it's actually straight pieces. So I finally got this one. My kids are in love with the other one, but I think they need a bigger challenge, so we got this one. And of course it comes with all the pieces. I don't have the box obviously, so maybe I'll include a screenshot, but it's just something for them to do while we're at school. If I'm like working with their brother, if I'm working with one child, they can do it at school, or honestly my kids literally just do this all day long. So we got that. And learning resources, if you've been around for a while, since my kids are little, Learning Resources is one of my favorite brands. It's a lot of homeschool, or if you're just looking to teach your kid, you don't have to be homeschooling. There's so many games. I love that their math games are super age appropriate. I don't know, their brand, everything is made well. None of this is sponsored. I'm literally just sharing what I love. We're working a lot on sight words. And so this is, I'm gonna include a picture again because I threw the box away, but as soon as something comes in, like I'm running out of space in our game cabinet, so I'm trying to condense as much as I can. But each level, so there's red and orange, and it's basically a spaceship. The box was so cute, I probably should have saved it. They're these little suction cup spaceships, but they stick to the words, so you'll throw the words down on the ground. I think you do up to 20 or 25, depending on the level. I think there's 4 levels in here, so there's different colors. They're color-coded. You lay all the words on the ground, and like the teacher or the parent will call the word, and then the kids have to try to race to see who can get the first letter or read them with you. My kids love it. It's engaging. They're learning. They're moving. And they're just having fun, but we're also learning. So I got sight words, and then we are also working on addition, multiplication, subtraction. Again, we're like K through 3, so we're always like kind of in the middle, and I'm constantly looking for things to do with both of my boys at the same time. This is, again, that brand, Kugam. I'm pretty sure it's Kugam, but I might be saying it wrong. It's math learning games, but they're basically fly swatters. We had something like this in the past, and my kids absolutely loved it. You can make this yourself, by the way. Go to Dollar Tree, get a few fly swatters, and write them on index cards. Your sight words. You can do sight words, addition, subtraction, whatever you're doing, but I just know that these were already made and it was ready to go. So it's got the addition card, the subtraction card, it's got division, multiplication, and the idea is that you have these tiny little cards with bugs on them. They look like little flies. They're cute. It's interactive. Again, it's engaging for that age. You'll call out a problem like, what's 9 plus 2? And they'll look for 10, and whoever hits it first, you know, they get to collect that card. So something fun I can do with my kids. I can work on it with one child for like division and addition, or I can work with one with addition or subtraction, or we can just do it all together. And I'm excited because it is a really fun way to introduce a little bit of the repetition, but it's not just sheets of paper where my kids are doing. You guys remember those timed tests where you had to do like 100 in a minute? And oh my gosh, they were always so stressful. So I'm just trying to make it a little bit more fun, more hands-on, more engaging, less paper, because my kids are still at the age where they want to move. They don't want to sit at the table. We are at the table all day. If you're a homeschool mom, then you know literally your dining room table or your countertop, that is where your kids end up 99% of the time. Okay, and some other fun things I got. Skillmatics is another really fun brand. I don't know if I have them in here anymore. They make these really fun. I'll link them down below if you've seen any of my other. I'll link them down below, but if you just look up this brand on Amazon called Skillmatics, they make these really fun. They're basically like placemat sizes of like I Spies. So if you have a toddler like 2, 3, 4, 5, and you're just looking for them to get used to like using a pen or a marker, and you want them to have something to do, maybe while you're working with an older child and they're not really like in school yet, or you have one that finishes work quickly, or whatever. If your kid just loves I Spies, they make wonderful, and it comes in a huge pack, and I'm probably gonna order them again. I'm pretty sure I donated them. There's 2 sets. That's beside the point. If you're looking for an I Spy, they are wonderful because they're dry erase and you can reuse them. And there's like 30 different scenes in there. This is Guess in 10. This is the States of America. In my other video, I did get an interactive like workbook, but I'm gonna just use it as like a teacher's book. My kids are still small, where I can just introduce the states. I'm not looking for memorization. I'm not looking for them to like, you know all of the 50 states and the birds and things like that. I just think this is fun. It's something to read to my kids. So there's, I believe, obviously all of the states here, and it's got really cool facts on there, and the book that I have to go along with these is super friendly. It's not like word vomit, it's attainable for my kids' age, so I can read them information. I can read them their state bird. I can find books at the library. I can read fun facts about the state. If something intrigues them, then of course we can dive deeper, and then it comes with a little map of the United States. This is a game, but I don't think at this age we're going to be playing a game. I think this is just more for if it piques their interest, great. If it doesn't, we'll read about it and then move on. My kids are obsessed with animals. This is their Guess in 10 Animal Planet. They have so many of these. I think these are, it says 6 to 99. The other one says 8 to 99. But obviously tailor this to your kids and their learning style. I like cards like this because it's quick and easy information. I'm not expecting my kids to sit and listen to like 30 minutes of me just reading information. If you know anything about this age, it just does not work like that. We take breaks very often, and so if my kids feel like they want to get these out and they just want to look at the pictures, great. They're reading a lot now, and I think this is fun for them. It's animals. Who doesn't want to learn more about animals? And then as they progress and maybe their attention span is a little bit longer, then maybe this will be a game. But I just thought it would be fun information for like our morning basket if I want to just give them random facts about animals. So there's these, and they have so many. I might keep these boxes just because these are pretty small cards. I feel like they'll get lost in translation. You guys leave me any of your organizing tips down below. Let me know, how do you guys organize your papers? I am literally always like shuffling baskets, and this has helped tremendously. It's like it's basically a paper tray, but it's helping me organize my stuff as mommy and teacher. But when it comes to like all of the learning manipulatives, I am struggling. I have like so many, like all of our index cards, or you know, flashcards, small things like this, and then I try to keep math in one box, and hot mess. So if you have any suggestions, please let me know. Do you organize by category or things, or do you just kind of throw it in there and hope for the best? Because that's where we're at right now. Anyways, a lot of this again is fun stuff. This is the wooden racing cars. I don't know who makes this. It just looks like fun. Anyways, it's winter, it's raining, and my kids are gonna absolutely adore this. But it's also something we can turn into like a science project. They can race them, we can have them go down the driveway, we can have fun and turn it into science. But it's just a really fun craft for the kids, so no need to explain that. We got this giant dino egg activity kit. My kids got metal detectors for Christmas, and so we have this whole geology. They're into like digging up rocks and digging up dinosaurs, and so my husband and I are gonna like bury things in the backyard. And I have this geology, it's kind of like a curriculum, but I'm gonna branch off more into that. The Good and the Beautiful has books, the library has books. There's so many things that we're gonna dive into. So I just thought it would be fun to like include some dinosaurs in there as well, so we can dig up fossils as well. These are things for my oldest. Again, he is 7, so he's really into like Crunch Labs and really into building. And so I thought this would be fun. It's a remote controlled snake robot. Obviously it takes a little bit of time, but he is in love with building things like this, and who doesn't want to build their own remote controlled snake? So that'll be fun. Let's see. Oh, my kids again are obsessed with games. So this is a build it yourself domino machine, and I didn't get the subscription. These are off. You can pick like certain ones, not everything on KiwiCo you can purchase on their own, but there are a few on Amazon that you can just buy the box itself, so you don't have to sign up for like the whole year or 6 months, whatever. Or, you know, you don't have to sign up for the whole thing. You can just buy like specific ones if you want to. They're not all available, but they have a pretty good selection. This is a domino machine. I think both of my boys are gonna share this, so this is something we can do together. And of course, they are learning to play dominoes with their dad. I am not a domino person. Chess, I'm still learning to play chess, so like we're actually all learning to play chess. My kids are amazing. They've caught on so quickly. That tells you anything about their brain at this age. They catch on so quickly. Anyways, this is gonna be fun for them, and they can use the dominoes that we have as well in the house. This is more of a classroom item. It's a microscope exploration kit. Of course, I opened it because it looks like so much fun. We had a microscope, and I think it was made by Nat Geo or Discovery Kids, one of those. Leapfrog, one of those brands. They all have one, but it had pre-made slides in it, and my kids were just not interested. Maybe when they're like a little bit older, they'll be interested. It would give you facts and information, and it was so much fun. But I think my kids are just gonna have more fun putting their own dead bugs in there from the backyard, rocks and whatever they find. So I think this is just gonna be fun to have out here. This is our school area, as you can tell. So that's more of like a classroom item. I'm gonna go through, I've got more books. So we did a huge book haul. Again, I'll leave my video linked down below. We got some gift cards for Scholastic, and so my kids were able to pick out their own books. And then of course the holidays are coming, so there's 3 ways to catch a leprechaun, a Peppa Pig. I love Peppa Pig. I don't think my kids are still into it, but I just think I can't let that go yet. Peppa Pig and Bluey, we're still like holding on to that. My oldest is really into Dragon Masters. We have read 1 through 5. If you have kids that are around, I don't know, I think it's like 6 to 7. My son is 7. We finished the data set. I think there's only 11 books. Absolutely adored it. It was very cute, very age appropriate. Now we're on to Dragon Masters, and there's, I believe, 30. So we just ordered, what is this? Books 8 through 10. I think we have book 11. My son wanted to buy book 11, so he bought that with his own money. So we have Dragon Masters, and these are very whimsical. It's pretty age appropriate so far. I haven't run into anything that I don't like, kind of mythical. And even my youngest, we read them at breakfast. So it's like our read aloud lately. I love doing a series. I feel like my kids get a lot out of that. And then my youngest picked these out. This is The Very Quiet Cricket and The Very Busy Spider. We obviously love Eric Carle. These are really cute books. Some of them, Dr. Seuss, If You Think There's Nothing to Do. We read this last night. It was absolutely adorable. If your kids ever say, I have nothing to do, or they're bored, or they're just looking for something, this is hilarious. I think I'm gonna leave this one out for a while because it was so funny. I have the Purple Big Book of Beginners, and these all have 6 different books in there. So it's Little Dog, Big Dog, Fish Out of Water. There's just so many in here, and I love the fact that it's hardback and it's literally like condensed. I am into paperback books now because our library, we have a 3-tiered library in our kids' room, bookshelf, whatever you want to call it. It's overflowing, and I refuse to get rid of some of their kids' books. So eventually I might have to get a bigger bookshelf because I have books in here too, and they're just kind of taking over. The Big Blue Book of Beginner, these are fun. And then there's the other one, the Big Green. So I think there's 3 of these. I got all 3 just because why not? And these are books for my youngest. There's K-1 Transition. I love the School Zone brand, very inexpensive. My kids fly through these. We use The Good and the Beautiful as our core curriculum. Again, I like to supplement. There's different days where your kids are gonna wanna do something different, and sometimes I just love having things that I can tear out, put a packet out for the day or the week, and you know, they kind of can pick through. I love letting them have a little bit of freedom, like, hey, pick a page you'd like to try. Even if they don't know how to do it, it is something that I will sit with them and explain, okay, this is how we do it. I feel like that's how curiosity grows. Let them find something. If they don't know, great, we can figure it out together. And I think these are just so much fun because it is something different. My kids don't like to do the same thing every day, although we do hit core curriculum Monday through Thursday. Some days you need a break, and it's okay to do that. But we will still get something done. And then this came in a set of 3. They are alphabet sticker learning, and it says P through K, so ages 3 through 6, but I just think it's just gonna be something fun for him to pick out, whatever he wants to do. The pages are actually really nice. They're very glossy, super colorful, but the fun part is all of the answers are stickers. So again, it's just something like little hands need something to do during the day. So there's alphabet sticker learning. I think this one is like math and reading. It's all mixed together. Yeah, so there's alphabet, and I think this one kind of just combines like letters, numbers, and things like that. And then this one is early math, and he might fly through these, but again, it's just something fun because if you know you have multiple children, and my kids are so small, so we're not at the table for very long, but a few hours, you know, breaks here and there, snacks, and whatever, going outside. But if you have multiple kids, you know that you need something to do while the other one is. Okay, so the last thing that we did end up getting was a magnetic. It's a travel chess backgammon. It's a travel chess and checker set. It's magnetic. I love it. It's gonna be amazing. If you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up so that I know that you like it. Let me know what you're doing in your homeschool this year. I'd love to know down in the comments. I'll see you guys in the next video.